Welcome to Mr. Perpetual, where I share my journey as a beginner in the world of watchmaking. This channel is dedicated to exploring the art of timepieces, from their detailed reviews and hands-on impressions, to vintage watch maintenance and custom watch modifications. As I continue to learn and grow in this craft, I invite you to join me in discovering the beauty and complexity behind every tick and sweep. Let's dive into today's watch. Alright, everybody, this is it. The watch that everyone's been talking about, the Tissot PRX Powermatic 80. This is the dark gradient dial version, and honestly, in person, it hits different. I know the PRX has been hyped all over watch forums and YouTube, but today I'm giving you my hands-on first impressions. We will check out the dial, case, bracelet, and I'll share if it really lives up to the hype or if it's just the Instagram glam. Let's get into it. The Tissot PRX gradient dial isn't a just gradient dial. It's got this grid texture, kind of like a royal oak, but with Tissot's own twist. When the light hits right, these sharp highlights that brings depth to dial. It's subtle, but once you notice it, you can't stop looking at it. I have been using this watch for last 6 months, and what I like it about is always dial and bracelet. I will come back to that bracelet later on, but dial has an interesting gradient. So I think you are currently seeing blue, right? But there are on the edges, interestingly, it looks like purple, right? So this dial has a special feature that when you look from side, like that, for instance, let me bring it a little bit closer. Look at this. It becomes purple. And when you look from just directly to the dial, it becomes blue. This is an amazing feature because while driving your car, you will always see purple, but when you check time, you will always see blue. I really like this feature. Moving to the case, this is 40mm stainless steel case, but together with crown, it's approximately 42.5 millimeters. Because of the integrated bracelet design, it wears slightly larger, by the way. The case is only about, I guess, as far as I remember, 11 millimeters. Yeah, approximately 11.4 millimeter thick. So it's incredibly slim for an automatic watch, to be honest. It slips under a shirt or cuff easily. The brushing on the top surfaces is super fine and uniform, while the edges have these polished chamfers that just pop when you tilt the watch. You can tell Tissot really paid attention to the finishing, to be honest. The bracelet is another highlight. It's star white, where it meets the case and tapers down smoothly the clasp. The links are brushed on top but polished on sides. So it has a premium contrast effect. Look at this. Look at this shine. It's pretty solid, to be honest. The bracelet is another highlight. It starts wide, where it means the case, and tapers down smoothly to the clasp. Let me just check. So it's approximately 25 millimeters on top and 18 millimeters on the bottom. The links are brushed on top, polished on the side, so it has premium contrast effect. The butterfly clasp is sleek, sits flush, and it has solid, satisfying click when you closed. Look at this. Let me wear it and show you. Look at this beauty. The light just play with you in here in the bracelet. Where it meets with the case and tapers down smoothly to the clasp. It's always really fun to watch this light show. It is also combined with this, the blue and the color change, blue and the purple color change in here. It is slick, amazing finishing. Under the hood, we have got the Powermatic 80 movement. This is Tissot's in-house modified ETA movement with a huge 80-hour power reserve. That means you can take it off on Friday and it will be still ticking Monday morning. It's visible through this Sapphire exhibition caseback, where you can see the rotor with the Tissot's branding. The movement beats at 21,600 vibrations per hour. So you get a nice smooth sweep on the second hand. Plus, Tissot added a Nivacron balance spring in here. As you can see, this is the balance wheel, the heart of the watch, tourbillon, which gives it some anti-magnetic properties. Useful in a world full of electronics, to be honest. It's not a decorated movement like Swiss luxury pieces, but for this price, an exhibition bag is a nice touch. Alright, after spending a few months with this, here is that what I'm loving and what I will nitpick. The pros of this watch, that waffle-textured dial and this gradient and then the changing color on the dial, it's amazing. And also fantastic finishing on the case and bracelet for the price. It is amazing. Look at these finishings. The integrated design also feels very high-end. In here, it's very smooth. Look at this. Another thing is 80 hours power reserve. You will rarely have to reset it. And of course, sapphire crystal on front and the back of the case. The cons of this watch: no micro adjustments on the clasp, which can make fine sizing a bit tricky. But the butterfly clasp, while slick, isn't it as easy to adjust on the fly compared to simple fold over, because you need to do macro adjustment on the clasp. And if you, for instance, in this case, as you can see, so it just directly fits on my wrist, and that makes it too hard to open the butterfly clasp like that. So when I, for instance, when let's say that when I wear and then do it like that and then take this side, sometimes it also takes my skin a little bit into the clasp, and also some, for sure, some hair from your wrist. Yeah, I'm not sure that how much hair that I have, but some people has more than me, or some people has no hair, so it shouldn't be a problem for these people. But for me, is yeah, sometimes I feel that it is just taking some hairs from my arm, and then, but not while wearing, but when I try to close the clasp, it just some hairs just stick in the bracelet, and then hurts me. And if you got a small wrist, the integrated locks might make it wear a bit large as well. And but to be honest, these are minor nitpicks. For what you are getting at this price, yeah. So wrapping it up, the Tissot PRX Powermatic 80 is a watch that punches way above its weight. For around $700, you're getting a sleek integrated bracelet design, Swiss automatic movement with insane power reserve, and finishing that competes with watches double its price, to be honest. If you're someone who loves that retro 70s sports luxury vibe but doesn't want to spend $10,000 on a Royal Oak or a Nautilus, this is your watch. Even if you are just looking for a reliable daily driver that can dress up or down, you won't regret adding this to your collection. I'll be wearing this a lot more, so stay tuned for full long-term review. That's for watching. Hit like a subscribe if you found this helpful, and drop a comment below. What do you think about the PRX? Is it worth the hype?